Joy Odili, also known as Joy Okaro. I'm a plastic surgeon. This is my husband.
Emeka Okaro. I'm a consultant gynecologist and obstetrician.
I think one of the first and probably most important moments was where we met. I was a medical student, he was a junior doctor, and we met in a hospital canteen. And I think that was quite important for us, because without that chance encounter, we probably wouldn't be here today. That's contributed to our success. We've never actually worked together in the same hospital. We think somehow that if we ever did work in the same hospital, it would be a little bit weird. But we do come home tonight and talk about all the interesting cases that we see. And I think that keeps us close, because although we're not in the same specialty, we see the same problems. And it's always nice to have someone who understands how hard you work, to be able to bounce back things that happen during the day.
I think some of the big drivers for us is the pursuit of excellence. We're both lucky to be quite gifted in what we do. We're super specialized in what we do, and we are motivated by success and happiness to excel. We put the patients at the center of everything we do, trying to improve patient care. And that reflects also in the way we run our family. We have 2 wonderful children, and it just completes everything we do.
Certainly for me, we didn't have any great black or Asian role models to follow. And I think for us, there have been a lot of firsts. You know, first black female consultant, first, you know, in our family, and that's quite important. And I think now with work, we see lots of black students coming through who aspire to do well, and it's good for them to have role models to follow.
I think one of the most important tips with regard to success is clarity of purpose. I think knowing what you want to do early makes things so much more easier to pursue. I think being from an ethnic minority, there's no doubt that we face so many challenges, but clarity, certainly from my career, and I'm sure it's the same for Joy, has allowed us to pursue that goal and aim successfully.
I think it's also very important to lead by example. I think if you're going to get people to follow you and believe in you, you have to be the epitome of what you want them to be. And I think being confident is a very positive thing to be. Oh, definitely, most definitely. Certainly when I go into my children's schools and I talk to them during Science Week, they stand up and they look at me and they think, oh yes, there's a black person who is a consultant and she does all these things. And I think it's very important for them to want to aspire to be successful, and for them to think of jobs outside of what is perceived that a black person is capable of doing. Definitely the Powerlist is important.
Oh, it's pivotal. And I think what it does, and I think Mike has done a fantastic job in steering this over the last 10 years or so, is it inspires people. And I can give you a very good example. Recently I took some copies from the 2015 edition or 14 into my office. And I shared them with some of the secretaries, and they were amazed, because we don't really talk much about this sort of success. But they were absolutely in awe of the fact that we were at the center page of that particular year. And I was very flattered and grateful for that.